Hello, my name is Mikhail Galushka and I've been working with electronic signing for 10 years. This thing was supposed to be easy for people, but it is not. I keep explaining the same basic principles to people around me over and over again in order to help them understand e-signing better and to use it efficiently in their daily lives. People are overwhelmed and confused with so many different options around of what pretends to be e-signing. If you feel the same, then my video is for you. I decided to make it to share my knowledge with more people than I can directly speak to. This is my contribution to a safe and happy e-signing community. I'll keep my message simple and non-technical, because e-signing is not about technology as it might seem. This is the most common misconception I ever heard about e-signing, which obviously leads people to confusion. Why would you ever need somebody's signature on the document? What's wrong with the document before somebody signs it? The answer is proofs or evidences. Evidences matter. The signature is needed for you to preserve evidences of some facts. And this immediately turns our conversation to the new domain, which is legal. E-signing is about collecting and preserving evidences to be eventually used for legal purposes. Technology is just a means to do that. Imagine you are giving your apartment for rent to the tenant. You sign a contract to have a hard evidence of the negotiated conditions. Should you be unlucky to end up in the court against your tenant, neighbors, tax authority, utility provider, you want to have a good evidences of tenant's contractual commitments. Authentic and verifiable signatures will serve this purpose, no matter either wet or electronic signatures. No signatures, no evidences. Not authentic, no evidences. Not verifiable, no evidences. As simple as that. So the right questions to ask about e-signing: what makes e-signature credible? How can one verify if this particular document has been signed exactly the one in front of you, not a blank page and not something what has changed later? How can one verify the authenticity and validity of the signature? Has this signature been added by the person claimed to be a signee? Could this be somebody else pretending to be that person? How can one ensure these evidences to be valid in 10 or 25 years? A good e-signing tool solves these challenges for you. And this is the only valid reason to use e-signing. It is a legal tool, not a technical. This is a fundamental thing to understand and remember. E-signing without evidences is just a joke, period. Okay, good. But what is an evidence when you e-sign? Is it a picture of somebody's signature imprinted into the document? Let's think loudly and remember, you might be in the dispute with the person whose signature you are challenging. We assume there is no trust in relationships between you and that person anymore. It means you get no or silence as an answer from your counterparty when you ask, "Oh, I know we are not friends anymore, but could you please confirm it was your signature here?" Stupid situation, but this is where you potentially end up when you go in for just any e-signing method without taking care of evidences. So back to the picture of the signature on the document. Is it authentic? Meaning, could this picture have been originally produced by the claimed signee? Yes, it could, but we don't know. We'd need to have another trusted copy of it to compare. Maybe a person's passport. We assumably do not have it available in our hands, so the answer is cannot be verified. Let's assume anyway that the picture is authentic, it originates from the signee. The next question would be, how can we prove the signee has deliberately added it to this particular document? Could this be somebody else who had done it? Yes, of course. It's a baby task to copy-paste a picture from one document to another. Okay, Let's tolerate this even further. Next question. Could the content of the document have been changed sometime after the signee has added the picture of his signature to it? Yes, obviously, as easy as blinking your eyes. How does the graphical picture of the signature help then? In no way. It's just our paper world ritual which we keep following when doing this. The document has as many evidences with it as it has without. Why would you need a signature if the evidences are not there for you? Sounds stupid thing and a waste to me. Let's summarize it. Our paper world signing habits and rituals are useless in the electronic world. They've been often applied blindly by people. I've seen so many so-called e-signing service providers exploiting the lack of this fundamental knowledge in their customers. Companies go for cheaper and what they believe a smoother e-signing solution, which in fact fails to provide any considerable legal protection to them. We sign documents for bad situations, not for good ones. With a weak e-signing solution, lawyers are generally left with no hard evidences to stand against a smart opponent in the court. Why do you need e-signing at all if it fails to protect you legally? If you are using one, I'm encouraging you to run a self-check. Take any e-signed document which you have and critically answer the questions as if you were your opponent in the court. Let's start with 5 simple questions. Number 1. How can you find out who have signed the document? What are the references to the unique, real living persons? Can you point your finger to one human being who presumably has added a signature to the document? The second question is, how do you know if the signature belongs to the real person claimed to be the signee? What are the evidences of that? Could this be some other individual impersonating the intended signee? Question number 3. How can you tell the signatures have been added to this particular content of the document, down to any single space character? Could the document has been altered later? In other words, how can you tell if the document has actually been changed after being signed? And now it's getting more challenging. Let's keep going. Number 4. Why should any third party like court judge or your partner, bank, insurance company trust these evidences? Why should they rely on these signatures in their decisions? Is there any regulation, certification or agreement to assure that? What if they say, these signatures do not look authentic to me? How can you prove the opposite? And finally, number 5. What will secure the evidences for you in 5, 10, 25 years? Will you be able to provide the same reliable evidences in case your e-signing solution provider goes out of business by that time? Do you depend on them, their website or some other method to verify the validity of the signatures in long term? This checklist is just the beginning. It immediately implies many more technical questions to be discussed with the e-signing solution provider until you find a good balance between the level of legal protection and the smoothness of the signing experience. You might want to sacrifice something of that and make legal work potentially heavier to run your daily business easier. It depends very much on your circumstances and risks you are ready to take upon. There's no one solution which fits everybody. However, for your own peace of mind, you shouldn't be accepting blindly any e-signing method offered to you. Please be critical, ask questions, challenge e-signing providers, and make informed decisions about the way you e-sign. If you found this video useful, please share it, click like below the video, and subscribe to the channel. Please also let others know your thoughts in the comments and tell me what else would you be looking for to know about electronic signing. Should I receive enough feedback, I'll keep going with the next videos. There are tons of practical things I could be sharing with you. Goodbye.